What is up, my crypto legends? How's everyone doing? Let's analyze the situation. Not much going on for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been absolutely boring, really boring. Not doing anything. It's just sitting at this range of $16,800, slightly going above, slightly going below. It's not doing anything, guys. It's absolutely boring. Not trading much here. I was in a long position yesterday, slightly below 16,800. Now, I exited this position at break even. Reason why I entered this long, I was hoping to ladder into a position. I'm seeing a little bit higher probability in getting that leg down, maybe to complete that kind of ABC correction that we mentioned on yesterday's video. I was just speculating a little bit here, kind of day trading, because we were hitting the value area low. This was a pretty large trading range. If we do go to the 15-minute time frame, right, we're basically at the value area low again from this trading range, right? We're in this trading zone right over here. And, I wanted to enter some trades here, long positions at the value area low, expecting that potential move to the upside, or maybe a move down to claim these lows and then get that leg up. I just thought to myself, I'm going to close that long position, at break even here below $16,800, because the stock market S&P 500 is getting absolutely destroyed at this moment, right? So, but Bitcoin hasn't had an effect, hasn't had a bullish effect yesterday. Yesterday, the S&P 500 had an excellent run up, okay? Went up over 60 points, all right, which is a lot for the stock market. And S&P was just, consolidating sideways. What is happening right now? We got the S&P 500 dropping, round about 50 points, 40, 50 points in just a matter of a couple of hours. Bitcoin is just there. It's not doing much. It's not getting much correlation in the short term. So, I'm in a tiny short position at this moment, but I'm overall still bullish, right? So, this is the thing, on yesterday's video, I got a lot of people getting confused because, they might think, that we're just going to start pumping straight away since I make the video. We've just been going sideways since we created the video. I'm expecting maybe a little bit of a correction here. We've got insane support level in between 16,500 and 16,600. This is only a drop of about $200 from where we're at right now, even less than that. So it's a very, very small move. But overall, if we do have that move, we're going to be hitting Fibonacci levels from this pump. We've got the point of control from the volume traded the last 40 days, approximately 40, 50 days since the beginning of November. And like I said, this is very, very classic round formation where you're going to get a lot of people extremely bearish, thinking that this is roundly coming down like this. And then you get that move up to liquidate all of those shorting levels right over here. I've seen this scenario many times, especially when you create these kind of 5 waves right to the downside. It makes sense that you're going to, in that ABC correction, in my personal opinion, before you get any type of continuation to the downside. I've just seen it many times, and that is the highest probability. Of course, I am leaning slightly, bearish in the short term right now, because of stock market. Stock market got a massive hit, right, just the last couple of hours. And, there is a slight correlation, but the last few days, we're not seeing any correlation at all. Bitcoin's just, going in a massive range here of about, not even $200. S&P 500 going up 60 points. I don't know how much that is in percentage, but, that is, a pretty nice move in percentage. It's got to be about, 2-3%. To the upside, 2-3% move on the stock market S&P 500 is a lot. And Bitcoin's not getting much of an effect. So overall, I'm still sticking to what I said yesterday, guys. Let's just go quickly through that video yesterday, because I got some people here commenting and saying, this didn't age well. And, I'm saying, hey, what are you talking about? This move hasn't even happened yet, Got someone here in the comment section, there's a lot of scam comments that I'm trying to get out of the way, but yeah, anyway, there was someone saying, hey, this didn't age well. I'm saying, hey, come on, the move hasn't even happened. It hasn't even happened today. waiting very much for, maybe a pump, but overall after an ABC correction. Let me just play that here 1 second. Right now inside of ABC correction. Now I want to note here that we are potentially still haven't finished this B wave, so there could be a possibility that we are going to go even to 16,600. Right, so if you pay attention, it's very much possible that we are still going to have that move to the downside. This is going to be my extremely interest level, right? I was doing a little bit of day trading. It was a small position. I was planning to add aggressively to that position. But overall, I thought, hey, if I know that's going to come lower, why not close the position, especially seeing the S&P 500 having this collapse, which is absolutely crazy. It's a little bit of common sense as well. And just thought, yeah, I might just as well wait for that potential drop here that we're going to have, and then start looking into long positions. Like I said, this has claimed this high over here, right, with this movement. So there is a little bit of a sign of strength right there with this move. And I can already tell you that this does have a high probability in creating a higher low at this range. There is a high probability, like I said, to get that liquidity grab above this high, which is very likely to happen, guys. It's just price has been very, very boring. What can I do? I don't want to make as many videos and live streams when we haven't got any price action. Yes, there is nice scalping opportunities right over here, no doubt. There was really nice scalping opportunities inside of this value area range. Right, we're getting that drop right now at this moment. So I'm going to take a look at what are the most important levels here with you. Let's see. It might swing failure from this low. Stock market is just absolutely collapsing. I want to note here that I re-entered another position on the stock market. I was in a trade from 4,030 points. Very much explained, okay? That short position, I closed that position and I entered another one exactly at this top level where we were hitting yesterday. I'm going to explain that in just 1 second, because that was a really, really nice entry point. There's more contracts in this short position than the one I had right over here. So this is a little bit more of a more powerful position that I have open. So we're getting that leg down now as we speak. Let's just wait patiently to see how this drop is going to react. I'm in a small short position from this range, very much expecting that drop in the short term. Remember, we talked about this potential completing A to B scenario, all right, potentially going to $16,600. We're having that drop now. So far, we're getting that drop at this moment. Now, I want to see the price action, getting a reaction. I'm not comfortable in getting into a long when we're having the price dropping aggressively every single hour. If we do get a small reaction or even a swing failure from this low, it might be a very interesting level. We're going to analyze that now in just 1 second, guys, okay? Don't worry, we'll analyze the situation. There's no rush into get into any trade for me right now. But yeah, basically claiming these lows, we just claimed that low. The possibility of a swing failure. We've still got 30 minutes to close this candlestick. I think we're going to drop lower. We're going to analyze that situation right now in just 1 second. If I do have time, I want to explain how this level on the S&P 500 is the strongest level that we've got from 2021 and 2022. This 3,910 points, depending if you're looking at SPX or S&P or E-mini futures, all right? They have a, there's about a difference of 15, 20 points approximately. But just, I want to, explain why I exited my short from here while we were pumping yesterday and re-entered a short position right there. This is the point of control of 2 years, okay? I think I explained this on other live streams and videos where, this is the strongest level where we have most of our volume on the S&P 500. We are below this level over here, and we just tested it as resistance straight after we broke out from, I don't know, what do you want to call it? An ascending brawling wedge potentially, or right over here where you are creating higher highs and you've got like a massive support, right? Where you are bouncing, in between resistance and support. This is kind of a broadening wedge scenario. Bang, bang, successful breakout, back testing this level of the breakout, and now continuation to the downside is just very, very, very likely. So yeah, I'm leaning here on the S&P 500 a little bit. I've done more trading on the S&P 500 than on Bitcoin the last few days, and very, very successful with that short at 4,030 points, taking profits. And we talked about this being a major resistance, potentially getting that reaction and then getting the drop down, guys. Yesterday's video, the last couple of live streams, this is resistance. If it's resistance, we're going to short, right? So happy to have this new short position. Of course, I closed in profits that trade. Okay, I don't know, it was around about $1,800 in profit when we were moving up here. I said, I'm going to close this in a profit, and I'm going to look to re-enter another short on the S&P 500. So overall, these positions are protected, of course, after this major drop. Stop loss, of course, are at entry point at this moment, just in case we have a reversal. I'm just explaining a little bit here what I am doing, guys. For the moment, just that tiny little short position on Bitcoin, because it wasn't worth having a long position because of, stock market was having the collapse. Bitcoin was still, at the range. I'm thinking, hey, I'm just going to close out break even, because that possibility in coming down, as we are seeing right now, is very, very likely. Why am I going to be bullish at this range? We're going to have to look at support levels for the S&P 500, but why would I be bullish at this range? Another scenario that I mentioned, I was talking about with Mark Dutch, okay, one of my moderators, he was saying, what about the possibility of this being a short-term diamond bottom pattern? And I said, hey, it does look very likely this could happen. Of course, if we are forming a kind of a diamond pattern here, bottom pattern, that drop to the downside is just going to be very, very likely, of course. So you're leaning on those probabilities. If you have created, 5 waves to the downside here, like I mentioned, right, on the latest videos and live streams, where we have, hang on one second, guys, sorry about this, have had this drop here, getting to the support, getting that consolidation, right, and then the next 3rd wave here to the downside, and then the 5th wave, just slightly little bit of dip. When you get above that 4th wave, in the case of this of a downtrend, this being an ABC correction is just highly, highly probable right now. You're inside that B moment. This coming down to test below 16,200, this low over here, in my personal opinion, I think it's very, very unlikely. You are likely to get above this A level in the next coming days. It's just very, very likely. You want to believe it or not? I mean, this is up to you. If you think this is wrong, no, I don't believe you. We're going down to 16,200. I'm just taking a look at the impulsive momentum, the loss of momentum, and that potential correction back up. I know there's a lot of people that are going to be jumping into shorts right now and have jumped into shorts. I'm in a short myself. But at this moment, I was longing, but I was longing, it wasn't a good long yesterday, guys. I got to say, it wasn't a good long. It wasn't a good risk management long. So it was a very small position. I wanted to ladder into this position. But, why do that if I know it's likely going to drop down to lower levels, such as 16,600? So anyway, we're going to talk about, big levels at this zone. S&P is absolutely losing it here. S&P 500 is absolutely losing the momentum, and I mean, this entry has got to be the last 2 entries I got on the S&P 500 has just been spot on. This is going to give my get my Christmas present with these 2 trades. But it was a clear resistance as well on the S&P. The Bitcoin, everything's pointing out that we should get a bounce from this zone, guys. But taking a look at stock market, I'm going to take a look at support levels in on the S&P 500. And I got someone in the comment section here saying Santa rally is over. Yeah, we're going to analyze that situation right now. I think it's going to be very important to analyze the S&P 500 at this moment. See if we're going to find some support where we could get a bounce, in the immediate short term for that potential bounce on Bitcoin. Overall, it's not looking great. Anyway, we're going to analyze right now What are the immediate short-term levels, guys? What trading scenarios can we find here? Overall, I still think that this low is not going to be taken. So let me go through the comment section right away. Yo, Odin, how are you doing? Guys, hope you BTC big drop. Yeah, it's, I mean, you know, when I'm talking bullish, you know, on the price of Bitcoin, you know, what happens if we do consolidate here? I got a little bit of hate, I got to say that, you know, and I got some people, you know, got a couple of bad comments. You know, it's always usual. I think people are not happy with their trading. They are losing money. You know, they entered late in crypto, and it's absolutely normal. You know, it's absolutely normal to get some hate. But, you know, when I talked about on yesterday's video, this range over here, we talked about the high probability in getting a move down to 16,600. So, I mean, it's up to you how you take this video. But, you know, overall, I got some, you know, comments saying, you know, this is insane. We're not going to get that leg up. And anyway, I really don't understand sometimes people. But anyway, we don't need to understand everyone, right? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's go BTC to 10K or below so I can start buying and accumulating, says Robert. Absolutely. Game on. Hopefully we are going to see 10K because I will be buying a few down over there. That is, you know, no doubt in my mind. I know a lot of people will be buying Bitcoin at $10,000. Question is, will there be enough Bitcoin for everyone at $10,000? Will there be enough Bitcoin? I know there's not even 21 million out there in circulation. I know the price moves with a lot of leverage, but still, it's a scarce asset. And if everyone wants to buy Bitcoin at 10,000, don't expect it's going to be down there for a long time, or maybe not even touch it, because I know a lot of people will be buying at those levels. And if there's less than 21 million currently in circulation, you know, is it possible? Is it possible that everyone can have Bitcoins at $10,000? You know, if there's probably going to be millions of people buying at those levels at this current moment. You know, my blind guess is, yeah, I don't think that is going to be very, very sustainable in the long term, right? $10,000 Bitcoin in the long term, yeah, mid-long term, it's just not going to be there for a long time, guys. So make sure to have your dollars, a big sack of dollars to buy some Bitcoin at $10,000, because yeah, you will, your future you in the next coming years is really gonna appreciate it. The Bitcoin lowest price I bought Bitcoin is $4,000. $4,000. You know, we're not far off from those levels. So right, you guys really see BTC going lower, says AL. You know, we've had a major drop now. Let's see. I mean, the S&P 500 needs to start behaving, because you know, it's in an absolute free fall right now. I'm happy for it to fall lower. I'm in a pretty nice short position right now at this moment, so I'm happy for it to go to 3,700 points, you know, before tomorrow. That'll be nice, but it's not going to give me confidence in Bitcoin, right? S&P 500 it gives me confidence for my trading analysis on Bitcoin. And if S&P 500 looks like it's going to get into a free fall here to 3,700 points or even lower, I mean, it's not going to be great. I mean, we got a point of control. Hopefully right there we're going to get a bounce from this trading zone the last week, right? From the 16th. I'm not sure if this is going to hold, as we are in a very aggressive downtrend, you know. Yeah, it's not looking great. Overall, the indications are saying lower on the S&P 500. We broke the structure here from this uptrend. Yeah, I mean, this is easily also an ABC correction right there, or you know, or the start of other waves. Sorry, you know, this is not going to be an ABC correction, because we are in a downtrend. Sorry, let me correct that. We are in a downtrend. So overall, this is no ABC correction. This is potentially the start of more waves to the downside. So Overall, not looking great here on the S&P. So, I mean, I don't want to get too bullish for a small little move on Bitcoin, because if you paid attention on the video yesterday, you know, if the price of Bitcoin were to do something like this, which I think is expected, the highest probability short scenario is in this zone over here. That is the zone where, you know, we got the value area high, we've broken structure, we got resistance. You know, I think it's riskier, of course, to speculate a long position on this potential corrective move than actually waiting for it and say, okay, that did happen, it did happen. You know, and then you have the highest probability shorting scenario, you know, right over here. Once you start facing 17.3, 17.4. So, I mean, this is the thing. If you are longing, you got to play very defensive trading, guys. And, you know, I can tell you already, you know, there's no one that will beat me at defensive trading. You know, if I don't see it clear, I'm out of that position quickly at break even, analyzing the stock market, see what's going on, and getting out of that potential position, because it's not a smart position. I know from my analysis that potential move to 16,600 is possible. So why would I enter a long position when, you know, stock market is hitting resistance, very much mentioned on yesterday's video. You know, we're hitting resistance. Let's see if we consolidate and Bitcoin does get, you know, that move to the upside. That didn't happen, guys. So, you know, decisions, you know, I will have an idea today, depending on how the market moves in between today and tomorrow. Hey, I'll snap out of that idea very quick and look for another idea which has more sense. So anyway, yeah, let's go through the comment section, say hello to everyone. So I mean, I really don't want to get people confused here. All right, I really don't want to get people confused. Because of this potential scenario. But it really does make sense, guys. It really does make sense. And this is not being bullish. This has been a little bit bullish in the short term for a bounce, you know. And like I said, if this were to happen, your highest probability trade scenario is here. Not long in here. You know, there is still some higher probability in my opinion. If we were to hit 16.6, 16.5 and get a little bit of a bounce and a consolidation, wow, I will do a video straight away, guys. If the price action does this in the coming hours, bang, hits the point of control from that volume traded here, you know, in November, we can get the value area from this range, right? That point of control, which is at 16,550. It's still a major level. Let's not forget that. It's going to take a lot of selling pressure to break through successfully this level, guys. There's huge volume, you know, the charts work like this, you know. I know it might feel bearish, but you know how amount of volume there is there to actually successfully get into another price range. You know, the amount of selling pressure that there needs to be to start to have Bitcoin in another range, okay, price range below this level. It needs a lot of power. So that's why, you know, that's a reason number one why you could get a bounce from this range. And, you know, reason number two, hey, this dropped from $18,400 all the way down to $16,300 in just a matter of, you know, 3-4 days. Right? It was a pretty aggressive drop in just 3-4 days. Price consolidated, you know, that possibility in creating one more leg up, like I said, with, you know, with Elliott wave counts to hit another resistance zone is very, very possible. And if this does happen, I mean, I'm going to tell you exactly what I am expecting here for, you know, for me to be profitable, for me to have those, you know, overall, from that long, I did not lose money, guys. I was out of that position, entered this short because of stock market. got into another short on the S&P, closed my short position, then shorting here again at 3,800. You know, I do have no longs. These are only short positions on the S&P, and it's a new short position from 3,886. You know, really, really nice resistance mentioned on yesterday's video. So, you know, Bitcoin, no, you know, closed that short. It was just slightly below 16,800. Not worth having that long position open. Entering a short, knowing that this scenario is possible before having a leg up here. Okay, so I mean, it is there, guys. It is there. Yeah, anyway, just want to let you know. Just want to let you know what's going on here with because a lot of people get confused, right? I got many comments there, people with very, very confused, you know. But anyway, because you can be short-term bullish, short-term, you know, mid-term bearish, then you know, long-term bearish as well. You know, we need to get those ideas very, very good, guys. You can be extremely short-term bullish inside of a mini range, saying, hey, we're probably going to bounce and hit these highs. But overall, I am looking for that move down here, which I'm bearish mid-term. But, you know, long-term, you know, for the next 3-4 days. So mid-term, you know, would be having that leg up. But then long-term, I'm bearish. So we need to get that sentiment of the momentum of the waves very, very correct, because and I probably don't explain myself that well. I want to think that I do, but yeah, this is it's hard work for me. Okay, got people got some knives thrown at my back. So anyway, what's up, my crypto legends? Pac-Man, thank you for joining. I got Pac-Man, I got Mark Dirch, thank you, mods. I got Scotty here as well. Thanks, Scotty, for joining. Anyway, right, let's take a look. Dev is saying here, right, got some funny comments here. Ethereum 1 hourly bullish ABCD harmonic Andy. Wow, let's take a look at that on the 1 hourly ABCD harmonic on Ethereum. Ethereum also, Ethereum was a massive resistance. I had a video for Instagram on this. I forgot to send it, but anyway, never mind. Big resistance, clear resistance zone here as well on Ethereum. That ABC kind of correction is also very, very possible on Ethereum, right? I can see there, you know, the waves here even better, where you do have move down, consolidation, move down, consolidation, move down. That is also possible for Ethereum, but I think there's just going to be one more attempt to get above the range and collapse. But overall, this was for Ethereum. Okay, talking about Ethereum, it's a clear resistance zone where you could potentially short. You could come down, get one leg up. This is just going to give you a better entry for a short, and I'm going to explain right away why. Basically, on Ethereum, and we can take a look at that ABCD harmonic, okay, on Ethereum right now, okay. Let me just get me ABCD harmonic. So from where though? ABCD on the 1 hourly as this or this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all depending on where you're getting your numbers on this ABCD on the harmonic. Okay, so unless it's something like this, you're looking for at least the 1, 3 Fibonacci. So yeah, I mean, I am looking maybe for something like this. Okay. Overall, we could drop a little bit more. I'm going to explain why this was it was actually a good shorting position, and you know, obviously this would be a nice take profit zone. Let's talk about this scenario on Ethereum, guys, because yeah, basically broken structure, right? We've got higher lows right there. This is the 1 hourly chart on Ethereum from the 22nd of November. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, higher lows, higher highs, and you break structure aggressively. How come you break structure? You're breaking the strongest higher lows from this uptrend in between November and December. You got a massive move to the downside. We had a daily level that I did not take off because it's been respected very nicely. We went down here aggressively. This daily level is actually getting that resistance. Well, it has been getting that resistance. Now it's currently dropping. So resistance, resistance, support, resistance. You are breaking higher low structure. Overall, you know, this bounce from here, you know, you either look for shorts here or shorts here. This could easily be a swing trade. So ladder in a short position, because it's pretty clear that you either do this or you either do this and then move down. So overall, this does look like lower is going to happen. But from the lowest point, if we do count Elliott wave theory, before we test this low, I just want to let you know that we could get a leg up, one more leg up above this range to grab that liquidity in an ABC correction. Then it will be an epic short down here, guys. If we were to consolidate in between today and tomorrow and get one more leg up above 1,230, I will be shorting aggressively that level on Ethereum even. So yes, let's yeah, I mean, if we do swing failure, guys, if we do, it's not happening on the 15-minute swing failure, the lows here, which could happen. It could happen on oh, I mean, this is a huge zone, guys. It's a massive zone. I will be long in this. I will be long in this, guys. For that ABC correction, liquidity grab above this high. The amount of people that are going to aggressive short this drop right now, and they're just going to get exterminated, then the price will drop. We've just seen it so many times, guys. So many times. I don't want to create that fear on people shorting, but you know, I know how this market moves. I know how it moves, and I've seen it many times. I would be very surprised if this starts dropping like this in the coming hours and tests this low without doing this. It's just, well, I mean, this or this, right? You know, whatever. Overall, claiming these highs above $17,060, right? Very surprised. So this is why this is you know, this range where the point of control is it? For me, it's an excellent long in level. Hopefully we're going to get another wick down here in the next coming minutes and or a couple of hours. You know, I'm happy with a swing failure on the 4 hourly from these low levels with a wick down. I'm just going to take a look at Fibonacci. Yeah, 50% right now is getting a little bit of a support. I just want to take a look at this range over here. Yeah, we got value area low from this trading range. So since we created this new trading range after the drop, right, from the 17th of December, right, we got 5 days of a range right there. So we got value area low, we got point of control, we got Fibonacci levels from this pump, we got a potential, you know, diamond bottom reversal, we got the Elliott wave count for an ABC. It's just, in my personal opinion, it's going to be an epic short-term bear trap. Just a short-term bear trap, guys, because I will be bearish at this zone. If price comes up here in the next coming days, guess what? Will I be bullish here? No, I'll be bearish. I will be bearish. Of course I'll be bearish. So yeah, I mean, I cannot be bearish, especially when we're doing this kind of price action. You know, I'm going to be paying much attention. You know, one thing that I'm well aware of is the stock market, guys, because if the stock market, I gotta say, if S&P 500 starts collapsing, you know, before the end of the day today like this, then, you know, I can say, wow, you know, that the massive selling pressure and panic is real. So you know, like I said, longing from this range, you want to do defensive trading, no doubt. You know, you're playing defensive trading. As soon as you potentially get a reaction from this level, you decide to enter a long position and you start pumping here, getting close to this range where there is a lot of, there's a lot of volume right there. You got, you know, the point of control from this range, you know, there's a big range right there. Point of control at 16,800. You know, if you come down here to this range, consolidate a little bit and get a bounce, and you start hitting this massive volume node that you have from the 20th till the 22nd of December today, you protect position, right? You protect position, because I know a lot of people that are very inexperienced, you know, are going to potentially long here. Prices here, wow, amazing, I'm in profits, you know, this is insane, this is great, you know, stop loss here potentially at these lows. And then price just not managing to get above, and this is going to be a very, very failed ABC correction. You know, I mean, C correction should be getting above the highs, but it doesn't always have to, and it can be a flat ABC. Yeah, you're just going to get stopped out. You're not going to protect position. The overall context is bearish. We've come in from a massive selling pressure here the last week, guys. So I mean, you need to play defensive trading if you are longing. You can be a little bit more aggressive in your shorts, in my opinion. A little bit more aggressive. I'm shorting aggressively the stock market. I'm feeling happier. Wow, S&P is getting a massive hit right now. It's just absolutely collapsing. So I'll be paying a little bit of attention here on this. Hey, I've just entered this short position. $1,000 in gains. Bring it on. Why not? I'm not going to close this one though. I closed the other one. But, you know, that I'm happy for that short. And this was a very highly predictable short position, hitting that exact point of control from the volume traded the last 2 days on the S&P 500, guys. Remember that the platform that I use if I want to trade the S&P 500 is PrimeXBT. You do have an insane bonus down below, which is 7% added to your deposit. You basically get 7% added to your deposit, which is absolutely crazy. If you deposit $10,000, you're getting $700 on top of that for your trading power. You deposit $50,000, you're getting $3,500. You deposit $100,000, you get $7,000. PrimeXBT, number one if you're using crypto, stable coins, Bitcoin, whatever you want. Okay, they do support a few cryptos as collateral. To trade stock market. Bitcoinsensus 50 for that, you know, $7,000 worth of bonus, which is 7% added to your deposit. On Bybit, of course, $30,000 worth of bonus still available, guys, on Bybit. It's my favorite trading platform for trading crypto because the fees are extremely low, much lower than PrimeXBT. PrimeXBT only for oil, gold, natural gas, S&P 500, rest of the markets. So let's see what happens, guys. I mean, we're getting a little bit of a collapse right now on the stock market, but, you know, I overall think, I mean, we're not going to see much. We're not going to see much support here, in my opinion. There is a little bit. Could get one short-term bounce here from this, from the stock market. Very, very short-term bounce. Point of control, value area low, 618. Short-term bounce could happen. Needs to be a really nice bounce. But anyway, it's not affecting a huge amount, you know, on Bitcoin. So let's take a look at the rest of the comment section. Dump coming. Dump has come. Dump has come. Yeah. It's a very small short position I have on Bybit. But, you know, I snapped out of that. You know, thinking that we are going to potentially pump from here, but very much aware of that first drop to $16,600 range. And it was, you cannot say that this was not mentioned because, you know, you can take a look at the video from here. ABC correction. Now, I want to note here that we are potentially still haven't finished this B wave. So, yeah, potentially that B wave going to $16,600. Right now at the range, this is going to be the interesting level right now. because this is where the big support is, guys. This is where the big support is. Why? It's the point of control. Point of control from this entire range from November, December. It's slightly changed right now. It's exactly at 16,800. So we will be having some resistance there a little bit at point of control. It was here before we created this price action, right? So if I do take a look at the fixed range from the 9th of November to the 15th of December, the point of control was here. It's still a very high volume node. This is why I still have that red horizontal line, because it's still very much significant. Yeah, point of control. We're going to start hitting fib levels. Elliott wave count theory indicates you could get a bounce from that range to first claim these highs and then get the drop, okay? So this would be the moment I will be extremely bearish. This is going to be the highest probability trade scenario where I'll be more aggressive. Instead of risking 1%, I might risk 2% of my capital for that shorting position. Or depending on how much probabilities there is in a trade, I risk less or I risk more. For this long position, I wouldn't risk very much. I would risk 0.5% on my capital, right? If we were to get into this zone right now, in the next coming hours and have that consolidation, yeah, I'll be a little bit more aggressive, knowing that we are getting exhausted at, this is a very much respected level. Respect here, respected there. This was only a wick down to the value area low, back up from the trading zone, right, that we've had for the last few weeks. Fibonacci levels 618 from this pump is round about that range as well. Point of control. The probabilities here are getting higher and higher for a possible bounce at least to this zone and very likely to claim the highs. So you're looking for that trading scenario. Question is your stop loss. Where would your stop loss be? Well, of course, the lower entry you do have, the better. We do have a new daily level that was created here the last couple of days, right? Where we had the 19th and 20th of December, closing and opening here at this level, 16,429. It hasn't been tapped yet. There's another daily level that hasn't been tapped, which is right here at 16,900 range. Almost tapped it today. We did not tap it. 16,890. One of those levels is going to be tapped, in the next couple of days. So, it would be phenomenal to have a wick down here like this, bang, and then acceptance above the point of control that we've had at 16,545. If we do get that wick down, bang, and then get acceptance, that's going to be the moment I'm saying, yes, now it is a good time for that long position. I will actually put an alert here as well. Would be absolutely ideal. Get a small little wick down. Let's see if we do tap that daily level. Wick down, which is also a 4-hourly level. It's at the same level, that daily on the 4-hourly also. Would be the ideal scenario. S&P 500 absolutely losing it. Not managing to get a small bounce even. So if we were to have that low momentum here on Bitcoin, I'm happy to keep that short. This is going to be a short hedge against that potential long position that I enter at 16.6, 16.5. I will be waiting patiently. If it does get a reaction, if we do get acceptance back in, I've got all the tools and all the things that are telling me that potential bounce is coming. If we were to get that wick down and consolidate at this level, I enter a long position at this range of 16,500, 600, inside of that range. I'm looking for this high to be claimed for that liquidity grab to then potentially enter a short, and my stop loss, I would be, maybe below the daily level. So I'm risking a small amount, and not getting much, not getting stopped out very much, a large amount of capital. You could arguably discuss to put it below here, But I would be tight. I would be tight, especially if you do get that consolidation. You know, not extremely tight, so you can get wicked out. But overall, I do see this a little bit too far off. Stop loss here below the wick. You got the daily level. If you enter here, you're trying to get all the way up here. So overall, that trading idea scenario for that liquidity grab above $17,070, because this is going to be a liquidity grab ABC basically, is this basically would be that kind of risk to reward, right? This is the kind of trade that you're looking. It's not huge. It's about 2-to-1 risk to reward. You could get a little bit tighter with your stop loss below this daily level, because you could get a reaction there, or below the wick if you do create a swing failure. You know, overall, I'm looking for that scenario. I'm patient. S&P 500 is absolutely losing it. Losing it right now. It's collapsing. I'm pretty surprised that Bitcoin is still holding the range. So anyway, yeah, very much patient. I would be patiently waiting for a reaction here at the zone, guys. We do have the support levels. We do have point of control. We got the daily at 16.4. A little bit of volatility potentially hitting 16.4. You got fib levels from this move up. You got that potential liquidity grab ABC. You know, everything's aligning up that could be a good trade. What would make it a perfect trade would be this kind of price action, guys. Bang, bang, bang. This kind of price action in the coming hours would make it a perfect long position, in my personal opinion, you know, with a relatively tight stop loss and protecting position as soon as you move up to this range. That would be the ideal, you know, professional trade right there. Because when you consolidate, you lose momentum, right? Just, you know, perfect example would be this right over here, right? Just, you know, to be pretty clear, that consolidation of losing momentum, leg down, consolidation of losing momentum, leg up. So, you know, that would give you a lot of confidence that you are getting supported and that selling pressure is getting exhausted. You know, just a little bit of tips, a little bit of, you know, trading ideas on how this market really moves, guys. So just for that, I'm just going to ask you one thing, and that is to absolutely destroy the like button, guys. This is nothing more than education, giving you ideas. If I'm wrong, I'm going to say I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm going to say I'm right. If I'm out of position, I'm out of a position. If I'm in a position, I'm in a position. You know, talking about being totally transparent, what this the trading community, the trading world really needs transparency with the trading, with people that does have real experience, and just showing you the scenarios, you know, on the chart, what I am in. You know, I'm in a short, but I'm going to potentially looking for a long. You know, I'm shorting S&P, of course, because we were hitting that resistance zone yesterday. This what really the trading world needs. It needs more transparency, because there's just too much BS out there. There's just too much BS in the trading industry, and I think a lot of people that are watching me right now does know this. And yeah, anyway, bullish Gartley padding was created on the 15-minute time frame. Wow, let's take a look at this. Bullish Gartley pattern was created on the 15-minute time frame. Was that on Bitcoin? We got a higher high here. Yeah, I definitely cannot see it right now. Yeah, I cannot see a bullish Gartley on the 15-minute time frame. You can give me the coordinates here on the chart, and we can check it out. We're getting a little bit of a bounce right now on Bitcoin. So a little bit of a swing failure from this low. Not on the 15-minute. On the 1 hourly time frame, no, not even on the 1 hourly. So it's not a proper swing failure. I would be a little bit cautious on this. Yeah, it could be not a swing failure, but it could be a failed auction. You might get a leg down here and consolidate on the point of control and get a big bounce. Let's wait and see. Overall, looking for a little bit lower, as stock market is Stock market is absolutely absolutely collapsed. So let's Andy, yesterday I shared my short idea with you. Yes, very well. I mean, very good. Aditya, absolutely phenomenal. Yesterday I shorted the idea with you. It was very good. I remember you posting, why you shorted with all of those explanations. And that is basically what you need to do. Look at your short position. It's in profit. Absolutely phenomenal. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very impressed with some people that are taking this, industry very seriously, such as Aditya Rach, who, was saying, Andy, I'm in a short position because of this, because of that, and because of the other. Giving the confluence, right? Saying, there's confluence here. I'm in the short because of this and because of the other. And I'm saying, hey, absolutely phenomenal. Overall, I do see a short-term, move to the downside. And hey, you absolutely nailed it, if that is what you want me to say. Good, very good job. Fourth wave correction. Fourth wave correction. Obito. Andy, what's happening with Harmony and Elrond? The last days, ugly as hell. I have no idea what's happening with Harmony 1. I don't even want to take the look at there. Harmony 1 is a favorite project from one of my moderators. I gotta say it, Joseph. He's not around, but anyway. Mark Dutch, Scotty is here. Scotty, Mark Dutch, Pac-Man. Thanks, guys. I will read through you guys in just 1 second. Miriam, how are you? I can see Miriam in the comment section. These normally for markets, don't worry. Now for create small wave 2 or wave 1 after these wave 3 of wave 1 must reach to 17,400. So Miriam is also agreeing here that we should be going to about 17,400. I also believe so, Miriam. I also think so. I think it is highly more probable in this zone where we're currently at right now that we'll be trading at this range instead of this range in the next coming days. So I say 70% probability that we're going to trade above this high in the next coming days, and 30% that we'll actually be trading below this low of 16,200. What do you guys think? Let me ask the community here. Very important. I want to know the community. What do they think? Guys, let me know. Okay, start a poll. What can I ask? Is 17.3, let's get it a bit closer. 73k. Does 17.3k come before before 16.2, sorry. So yeah, that's more or less around the same distance. So that it does make sense. Let's see what the community thinks. Are you more bullish or bearish in the immediate short term? Let me know in the poll right away, guys. I really want to know your opinion, and I'll read that aloud now in the next coming minute. So does 17.3k come before 16.2? Let me know, guys, in the poll right now. And we're going to go through we're getting that bounce now a little bit now. Getting a little bit of a bounce right now on the stock market. If the stock market gets a really nice bounce rally now, we can take a look at Fibonacci extension as well to see, is it possible right now to get that, how far that potential ABC correction can go. And Fibonacci extension is the best tool for that. It's the best tool for it, guys. Yeah, let's take a look at that right away. In just 1 second. I'm just checking here. Right, so Fibonacci extension. If we were to have that ABC correction, 17,400 does make sense because the, Fibonacci extension 1-to-1 does indicate that it can go all the way up there. So yeah, it probably can. It probably can. It would be a very extensive wave. If we take a look at the high from here to the low, 50% fib level is at 17.3. 17.58 is at 618. Yeah, it's in the middle basically. 1-to-1 extension for that potential wave, guys, would be round about the value area high where we do have a lot of resistance. So get a bit of volatility, maybe claim this high. It is possible, guys. I know most of you don't believe it. Actually, in the comment section, I do have a lot of people that do. We got the poll here, over almost 200 votes. Does 17.3K come before 16.2K? We got 61% of people saying yes. So, no, says James. Swing failure pattern on the 1 hourly time frame Bitcoin. Let's take a look at that. It's not a real one. It's not a real one. Reason why is because we have closed the 1 hourly time frame below this low over here. Should I close my S&P 500 trade that I opened this morning and collect these profits, or shall I leave this a potential swing trade for the next coming weeks, for after Christmas? Let me know. This is not a swing failure. The reason why is because we have closed that 1 hourly candle below the lows that we have here. So let's just take a look at these lows, right? We got this wick over here, we got this one, we got this one, or we've closed the hourly candle below all of these lows, which is not a good sign, at least on the 1 hourly time frame. If it does on the 4 hourly time frame, hey, maybe we have a chance. Maybe we have a chance. It does have the chance to close above these low wicks. We still have about 40 minutes. I got Mark Dirch here. Mark Dirch absolutely nailed it, because he actually said in the Telegram group, when the S&P 500 was trading at 3,800 point level, he said S&P 500 to 3,900 points in the next coming days. You heard it here first, and absolutely nailed it. We went all the way up there. So that was a pretty nice prediction from Mark. He's saying that close 50% of that short position. Yeah, I think I might would. I think I might. Why not? I was happy from the other short position from 4,030 points. This was a absolutely really nice trade, absolutely phenomenal. Should have used more, right? But no, if I can't use more than 2-3% of my capital, it is a rule. It's a rule that you need to follow. I don't have millions of dollars in my trading account, so I cannot trade a $200,000, $100,000 on a trade. It's just, I cannot do that. I haven't got that much money. So yeah. Best mods after Seb. Joseph, thank you for joining, my man. Andy, how many one is my link? Yes, sir. I was just talking about you. Just talking about one of my moderators here, which is Joseph, about, yeah, Harmony One is one of his nice holdings, or ones that he's accumulating. I gotta say, I mean, this one got destroyed, but Chainlink did as well. Most of crypto has. So this is just, it is what it is. It's a bear market cycle for all of the cryptos. In a bull market, everything pumps. In a bear market, everything dumps. I really like this kind of price action. When we are near, or when we at the levels from the last bear market, I mean, this is a really nice range. If we're going to start getting price action like this in the next coming months on Harmony One, even slightly going below 1 cent and just going sideways, I will buy a stack of Harmony One. I'll tell you that. I will buy a stack of it. Why not? If it starts going sideways and it looks like it is dead, because it looks like it's dead here. This is a dead market going sideways with little pumps coming back down. This will in no means this was going to be looking dead. If we start making this kind of price action in the coming months, yes, sir, I will be buying a stack. Why not? I think Harmony won. I believe so. I'll be buying it because of you, Joseph. The way you slurp, you spit is disturbing. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I gotta be sorry. Yeah, MS, I'm sorry. I guess I'm like that. It is disturbing. Sorry. Yeah. If you see my mods, they're even more disturbing. My mods are even more disturbing. You get it. You better join the Telegram group. Could you take a look at Dogecoin? Absolutely. Why not? Shall we take a look at Dogecoin? Brokey. Yeah, crypto boy. Like a brokey, like Andrew Tate says. You know, he says on a video, hey, can you tell Google for my birthday, you know, to put the numbers right of how many millions I have? Because they say I've got about 370 million. I don't want the people there to think that I'm a brokey with 370 million. Oh man, this guy. He's an absolute legend. Anyway, let's take a look at Doji. Yeah, let's take a look at it. How do you join the Telegram group? You got all the links down below in the description for the socials. We've got Telegram group, you've got Discord. You know, there's a lot of people that are active down there. I'm more active on Telegram, not as much. I might say, yo, I'm in a long, I'm in a short, I see this, but not very much. He's the top G, Andrew Tate. Let's take a look at Doge. Let's take a look at Doge. Yeah, we are also here to do a little bit of analysis on the chart. And we're also here to have a good time, right? So these levels being disrespected, not respected. So Dogecoin not looking great. Short-term bounce from this level is very, very possible, but overall it's having I would say a kind of a descending triangle scenario, right? It's not looking great here for Dogecoin. Short-term bounce, as this is a very strong support exactly at this 7-cent level. We're holding 7 cents. We have held 7 cents in the past as support and resistance, right? Support, resistance, a little bit of volatility above it. So a short-term bounce, say 7 cents is one of the favorite levels for Dogecoin. Short-term bounce is possible, but on that short-term bounce, if we were to have any kind of bounce here in the short term, I really think that it's just going to be another lower high on Dogecoin, and it will collapse back down to retest this 5.56 cent level. You know, I think that's what makes more sense here. Looking at the chart, just doing an easy analysis. A lot of crypto not looking great at the moment. Yes, it does not look great. Right. Can you check BiDAO project? You know what? I actually invested in this project, BiDAO. It was, you know, some kid created this project. I remember Altcoin Daily and several other ones were talking about this. I invested in this one, and I did manage to 3x it at because I got it at 1 cent, and I managed to sell it at 3 cents at some point. I remember with this volatility here, I did sell it at around about 3 cents on one of these peaks. Luckily, you know, that was a brilliant move. You know, this is 95, 98% down from its private sale, and this is absolutely insane. The private sale was 1 cent, and it had a staking mechanism. Not much I can say on this one. I have no idea what's happened to this, but yeah, I think I don't do research on live streams because people get bored when I'm talking about a project, and it's not good for the to attract people and to have people yeah, basically on the live stream. They're just gonna get bored. S&P dumping more. No. I'm surprised Bitcoin is not, you know, not reacting very much to the S&P drop. Nasdaq just broke down. Thank God you lost you lost faith in the project, says Oding. Yes, sir. Nasdaq just broke the previous low from 1220 from December of 2020, right? Let's take a look at this, Brandon. NQ, I don't do analysis on Nasdaq, but overall it's very, very similar to that is, yeah, I mean, I really prefer doing analysis on the S&P 500. It has much more respected levels in my personal experience. Don't do Dow Jones or Nasdaq. I prefer S&P 500, but it broke the 2020 December low. Okay. December low of 2020. We can get the monthly chart. Okay, is that the monthly level? Yeah, I mean, this is a very important monthly level by the looks of things. It's getting supported. This is the monthly chart on the Nasdaq, and I'm laughing at someone that actually said, you know, the way I anyway, I'll forget about it. Not going to talk about it. Yeah, I'm getting supported pretty nicely here from this monthly level on the Nasdaq. You know, September, October, November. It is time for losing this level, I think. And it's the time to lose this level by the looks of things. And these lows are going to be tested at 10,500 points on the Nasdaq. We're just testing it for the third month right now. Yeah, it's not looking great. Not looking great. Nasdaq is not looking great. So, yeah. Let's see what Bitcoin got. It's very disturbing. I mean, I'm more careful with longs on Bitcoin, guys. Very careful with long positions. I'm a little bit more aggressive with shorts, okay? Please note this. There is always going to be some, you know, a short or a long in your trading that is going to be more aggressive, right? In this case, I would be more aggressive with shorts and less aggressive with long positions. I'll be very defensive with longs. But this is the scenario, guys. What is the best thing that could happen for Bitcoin in the next coming hours is actually getting a consolidation above the point of control from the volume traded on November, hitting that 618 Fibonacci range from this pump, and actually, you know, getting a small consolidation. You know, that this would be a confirmation for me that say, hey, guys, I'm longing, you know, the selling pressure is getting exhausted. We have a bunch of liquidity above this $17,070. And, you know, the reach in between 17 and 17.3, 17.4 is just very, very possible for that unexpected pump that a lot of people probably are not, you know, thinking it's going to happen. So, yeah, that's what I am expecting. If we consolidate at this range, guys, this is the moment I will be bullish. I will be entering, you know, not an aggressive long. I would be more aggressive once we reach 17.3, 17.4 for a potential shorting position, guys. This is a strong level, 17.3. You got resistance, you got the value area high, and you know, you'll be hitting Fibonacci levels here, 50% and 618, you know, just at that range, 50% at 17.3. Not much I can say. This is basically what I am still waiting for on the price. I will jump into a long when I see consolidation. S&P 500 is maybe not going to get a bounce. I'll have to do a little thorough analysis on S&P, but it's not looking great, as we have broken down from this, you know, I would say it's a ascending brawning or a brawning wedge, you know, megaphone pattern, some say. Broken down the support and back tested it as to perfection, to that support level. Look at this 3,920 points on the ES, on the E-mini futures, being respected. And not only that, it's a brawling wedge scenario. You're hitting the point of control from the volume traded the last 2 years. I mean, the shorting opportunity here was absolutely insane. It was absolutely insane. And, this is basically why I am in that exact short position from 3,890 points. Waiting for that consolidation, waiting for that mountain like this. After that massive pump that we had yesterday, to enter that short, there was enough confluence here for me to say, hey, S&P 500 is going to lose it from this level. And yes, it has. Money where my mouth is, over $1,000 in profit. If I can get to 2,000, then I'll be happy enough to cash out, right? So anyway, guys, not much to talk about here on Bitcoin. S&P is still dumping. Let it drop. Let it go to hell. I'm in a nice short position. If we start trading down here at 3,700, say 3,600, in the net, before the end of tomorrow, and have a small capitulation, I'll be very happy. Why not? And the possibilities are there. Of course, shorting, got to be more aggressive with short positions with this massive downtrend when we're hitting big resistance zones. And be careful with the long position, guys. You know the deal. What I'm expecting for Bitcoin. I've explained it on the live stream. Zone number 1 for a potential long. Zone number 2 above this high for a liquidity grab. Maybe even claiming this high at 17.5. The one that we had before the drop on the 16th of December. ABC corrections usually can go to even the second wave, okay? They can come down to, up in this case in a downtrend, even to the second wave zone. And it makes a lot of sense that this could happen. And then that would be my zone 2, guys. High probability short scenario at this level, at least to come down to test some support zones. What support zones? Well, we know that this $17,000 range is a very, very strong level, has been respected. So shorting here, it's pretty clear that this would be a take profit zone and a protect position, guys. Not much more that I can say here on what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. COTI, I know we want to take a look at some altcoins, guys, but I want to make money trading solid markets that have a lot of liquidity, such as the S&P 500, highly predictable resistance and support levels. When we take a look at an altcoin such as COTI or Dogecoin, it has a lot of liquidity though, but they are highly manipulated. I cannot take a look at some altcoins because they just, I want to make money and I want to buy altcoins during the next coming months. I don't want to trade them because they are insanely volatile, guys. And you need to understand that, guys. I will trade Ethereum. Ethereum's good, or very, very high, even Cardano. But the ones that are, not in the top 20 cryptos, I just take a look at them and they're just, I don't know what altcoin COTI. Let's just take a look at COTI, for example. There's not too many wicks here. Not too many wicks on COTI. but they are usually very volatile, and levels are not that respected. But I try and avoid them. If I can make money trading Bitcoin and S&P 500, why would I start using going on altcoins? I'm not the kind of guy that I'm going to say, hey, look at my 500% gain trade from this altcoin. No, I mean, I'm happy with a 50%, 80%, 120%, 200% maybe, if it's a very good trade on Bitcoin. Matic is going to pump soon. But yeah, overall, guys, you only need one market to make gains. Only one market and I like to take a look at two, more specifically S&P 500 and Bitcoin. That's it. It's fun to take a look at altcoins. It's for the community, of course. I really like, the community, but sometimes it's not worth it, guys. We want to make some trades. We want to take a look at some scenarios, make some gains, put those gains in the pocket, and then potentially buy some of the, some different altcoins. And Bitcoin. I like to accumulate Bitcoin. I'm stacking up my Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. I'm stacking up all of these cryptos for the next bull run. Coty, they will launch JED stablecoin. Wow, they're very brave in this bear market to do that. Matic is going to pump soon, says PMG random guy. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at Matic right away. I got a little bit of a mess here on the chart. Let's just get some stuff out of the way. We gotta get this descending wedge out. Matic is going to pump soon. I guess this is a very, very strong range where we are right now. This 75% level being respected many, many times here. But I don't like this price action, right? I don't like this price action. Is it going to pump soon or is it going to dump? It looks like it's going to dump, in my opinion. It might short-term pump. I mean, looking at the chart, easily, blindly seeing this, it looks like that, several tests of the support level at 75 cents, there's a slightly higher probability in having a drop. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. When do you convert your BTC to cash? When or how? I have many, many ways how. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I've got a few. Anyway, I'm not going to say, but there are some people, I know people that will give you, $500,000 in cash if you send them Bitcoin. So when do I convert it into cash? I don't know. I don't usually convert Bitcoin into cash. Usually it is from trading, from affiliates. But Bitcoin I only stack up. The only time I sold Bitcoin, and I'll show you right away, and I shared it on my video. There is actually a video where I said I'm selling over 20% of my holdings, and this is the only moment I sold. Well, on Bitstamp I still have here this head and shoulder thing. The only moment I sold 25% of my Bitcoin was right over here, around about $55,000. I sold 25% of my Bitcoin, 25% of my VeChain, 25% of Ethereum. I didn't sell Chainlink. I sold, a couple of altcoins that I had that I did stack up in this bear market. 25% of all of my cryptos, except for Chainlink, were sold right over here in April when Bitcoin was trading around about $55,000. The rest of the market, I didn't sell anything. I've done a little bit of speculation on Saito, on Metis. Okay, I did actually buy Metis around about $46, then sold a big portion at $300, about 50% of my stack. I did a little bit of speculation on altcoins in this market, on this uprun that we had. But overall, I'm still holding 75% of my stack that I accumulated during 2018 and 2020. I still hold them today. 75%. Only sold 25%. But you know what? That 25% was already over 10, 15x of what I accumulated from here. So yeah, very much and even though I'm still up quite significantly from the accumulation that I had here. But yeah, I don't pay attention to my portfolio really. I'm very much interested in accumulating more Bitcoin and Ethereum in this bear market. I will be happy, I don't mind if we come down to this $10,000 range in the next coming months. I wouldn't be thinking to myself, oh, I should have sold, more when I sold 25%. No. I'm gonna buy some more. I'm gonna buy some more, baby. And we don't need to be worried, okay? Don't need to be worried. So yes. Yo, the moon is here. Carl from the moon, how are you doing? Yeah, so anyway, like I said, a lot of the crypto that I bought during the bear market, I'm still holding. Still holding about 75%, like I said. Only sold 25% right over here when we were forming this. And I did actually say this on on one of my videos on YouTube. I'm saying, it was a massive emergency because we were having the distribution Wyckoff event. There's also a 3-drive pattern here, kind of a 3-drive pattern, which is bearish, of course, also to the upside. Many signs that this was not good for the price of Bitcoin. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to sell 25%. Luckily, that was a smart move, because if I wouldn't have sold any right there, it would have been a little bit painful here. When we dropped, I said, hey, luckily I did get lots of profits, because altcoins were already crashing, over 50-60% from this level. It was very, very crazy. So anyway, just a little bit of a story right there. That I wanted to show, just a bit of a story of my journey in crypto. Good luck, not going up anytime soon. Just how it is. Yeah, it is true. It is true. We're not going up anytime soon. All-time high will not be reached this year or next year. Well, not this year. Eventually, we're just about to finish the year. But yeah, 2023 or 2024, 100% in my opinion, no all-time high in 2023, and also 100% no all-time high in 2024. 75% chance, or I would say 50%. Let's go 50% chance all-time high in 2025 to reach. I'll be, 50-50, all depending on what happens, the next couple of years. We will see. Anyway, let's take a look at, what else can we talk about? BTC is losing its shine. When BTC is following the stock market all the time, I think BTC is going to be a failure. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people that thought that Bitcoin was going to be a failure in 2018 and 2019. It's the same story. Crypto is the best here, and crypto is going to zero here, right? It happens every single time. It's just human emotion. We got human emotion right here in the comment section. So we got all-time high right over here, and we got people being excited. Bitcoin's, the future of money. And then down over here, we have the people saying it's a failure. We're going to zero. It's the repeated cycle every single time. So, not much I can say about this, guys. We've got S&P 500 losing it a little bit. You know my trading scenarios for Bitcoin. Trading scenarios for Bitcoin is like I showed you, which is this zone is potentially going to get a consolidation, and I am very much looking for a short-term long trade. All right, it's going to be a little bit of a risky. I will play defensive trading. I'm going to play defensive trading in this zone if we consolidate and get a little bit of support with my any long positions. Same scenario when I played defensive trading with this long. Closed the long, entered a short. Yeah, I've showed you the trading scenarios, guys. Not much I can say. People are leaving. Like I said, favorite platforms that I use, Bybit and PrimeXBT. You got the links down below, guys. It's another way to support the channel. On Bybit, you get up to $30,000 that can be claimed at the rewards hub. PrimeXBT up to $7,000. You get 7% added to your deposit. I have a lot of questions of people saying I do not know how to use margin trading and all of this. I have experience on this market, Forex or whatever. There's full tutorials down below in the description on how to use PrimeXBT and Bybit, guys. This is going to be it for this live stream. Stay cautious, guys. If we start having a falling knife here, stay extremely cautious. I will not jump into a falling knife, all right? I will jump into a trade if we get a reaction from this range. There will always be time to enter a trade with this price action, guys. You can enter here, 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 or here if you are looking for these highs to be claimed. Be smart, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone. Mark Dutch, Scotty, Joseph, everyone. Very much appreciated. I will see you in the next live stream.